Hopefully we're good, man. But let's just jump into something. You know what? I have not loaded a Super Graphics game on the MiSTer yet. I think I put Super Graphics games. Did I? Oh crap! No, I didn't. Oh well. Well, we're not going to do no Super Graphics games right now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was that background was jacking some stuff up. But yeah, just wanted to hang out with you guys for a minute. Maybe, well, that's loud on my end. Hopefully it's not loud on your end. Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah, we can, I'll have to get that set up. Let's see. And right now, I'm going to do a tutorial. I was going to upload it today, but I wound up being extremely busy. But right now, we are not playing in 1080p. Default on MiSTer 720. I have messed with it in 1080, but for some reason, recording and doing all that stuff, 1080 is freaking not happening. I don't know. When I try to record in 1080, the sound cuts in and out, and it just gets all funky and weird. So I cut it. I set my configs back to 720. And what was I saying? Man, I'm freaking out of my mind right now, gentlemen's. Yeah, 1080p, it just wasn't working right, so I reverted back, and that was just recording sake. And I also tried VGA, but it just was not. It was looking like shit. So that's what we did. But let me see who's here. We'll mess with this a little more. Probably get out of TurboGrafx for a minute. Right now, I only have. Actually, my Galaga doesn't work. I was messing with that. Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man works. Donkey Kong, my NES stuff, Sega Master System, TurboGrafx. A lot more stuff I want to mess with, but that's what we're going to be doing. Nicholas Castaneda, I have a request. Will you look into the PS2 to HDMI? Assuming I'm using the Bliss box for this controller, your assumption, sir, would be correct. It's exactly what I'm using. I think the Bliss box with this thing is freaking amazeballs. What do we want to play? We got Sega Master System, TurboGrafx, and NES. Throw something out there. Neo Geo's in the works, so hopefully that all works out. But yeah, hopefully the stream stays spiffy. It's definitely not going to be one I re-upload, but just wanted to hang out with you guys. You know, why not? It's been a while, but let me scroll back and see who's joined us. So we got the Game Beaters. If you're still here, I don't know if you gave up on me, man, but what up? Pabst, of course. I knew you were going to be here. Funky Coaches early in the morning. What? Uber Retro. Yeah, with my freaking messed up. Maybe I just can't stream with that background going. That was kind of cleared up like once I got out of that. Who else? Ray, what up? Stuttering Stick 23, what's up? Appreciate you guys all stopping in. Brandon Danino, Dark Hunter, Matt Weaver. Who else joined us? Nicholas, got you, man. Christopher, man. Just wanted to give everybody a quick what's up. Dr. Best, it was the ghost of Neo Geo Christmas Future. Spliff Blazinski. How about the Adventures of Bayou Billy? What? Who else here? Sean Rios, appreciate you coming in. Dwayne Hurst, the man, the legend, all that stuff. A theme-making god. We're going to be doing some stuff about him pretty soon here. Let's see, though. What do we want to play? We got NES, we got TurboGrafx, and we got Sega Master System right now. I'm going to be messing around with a bunch of other stuff. Still waiting to see Amiga on this thing. I will be testing all that stuff out. What's the best Sega Genesis style USB pad for PC? Hyperkin GN6? Now I'm going to be honest with you, Total Fugazi. That controller's damn good, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to tell you right now, the Sega Genesis officially licensed controllers from Retrobit, the USB ones, are going to put everything to shame. They also have, you know, original style. I don't know if I have it sitting here, but they also have original style, you know, with the original ports. Where did I put that controller? But the Retrobit ones are definitely going to be great, and I'm speaking from experience. The new Hyperkin, where the hell's the new one? I don't know. They need to make a USB one of that. The new Retro Flag one is not bad. I've actually got accustomed to it. I kind of was bitching about the L and R buttons, but they actually don't bother me at all. This controller's good. Just I was getting that weird crinkling noise. I still mean to open this thing up and see what's going on with that. But this is a good controller. Yeah, my shirt says Snoochie Bochies. By the way, I really like the Classic 2 HD console because I feel like that's the only system that doesn't play games through emulation. No, there's a lot of them that don't use emulation that are clone consoles. Does this do 5x and 1080p? We're going to be touching on that in a separate video. It does do 1080p. Right now I'm on 720 just because I couldn't... freaking Juan. Because I couldn't record in 1080p. Well, I could record in 1080p and I'm going to, but streaming-wise, the audio was messed up and stuff, and it has nothing to do with MiSTer, has nothing to do with the boards or anything. It's just that audio signal going through. It's very picky when you're going through capture cards and all that kind of stuff. So that's the reason why I didn't do it. Do you think one day they'll make one off of the Sega Genesis controller with no emulations? I'm not sure what you mean, man. There's tons of Sega Genesis clone consoles that don't use emulation. No 5X. From what I'm hearing, they're talking about it. 5X and some scaling options for that. But right now, you get I have some notes that I was taking earlier when I was talking with some people. But when you go into when you're in 1080 mode, when you go into the video mode for 1080p 60 hertz, really you're getting 960 by 1080 for 240p sources. So you'll get black borders until they integrate 5X mode and cropping options, which from what I understand is something people are looking into. So it's an ever-evolving project. There's stuff going on. Let's see, what do I mean, there's like so much in the Sega Master System. I think I have everything on here. Don't ask me why, but I really love this game. I really do. I've been using this PC Engine game for like everything on here. I've been using it for NES, Sega Master System, so on and so forth, because it just works. And the cool thing with PC Engine controllers is it has built-in turbo, and that's just through the circuitry and the board of the actual controller. So when you're using something like the Bliss Box to use stuff like this through USB, those turbo functions work just fine. But yeah, let's get into this. I love this game. Don't ask me why, I just love it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. That's what I'm talking about, man. Most good games in Nintendo 64. Endo can't use any mode. What? Juan Torres, it sucks Nintendo isn't making the N64 Classic. I still think they're going to. Juan Torres, man, I love you, dude, but you gotta realize some of the stuff you say, which I find funny and I'm not offended by any means, instantly gets blocked because of the filters on YouTube. So a lot of your comments don't actually show up, like in this chat right now, and on my channel. I have to like manually go through and approve all your comments. Which, you know, like I said, I don't take offense to your comments. I think they're freaking hilarious. But yeah, you gotta realize that. No, I'm not even saying Virgil's offended. I'm just making that point that, you know, a lot of your comments you make get filtered through, and it's not because I'm trying to filter you. It's just It's just a thing that YouTube does. You get like marked as spam half of the time. Not all the time, Juan, but a lot of times, dude. Like I said, I'm not offended. YouTube's offended, though. They're trying to protect the... I don't know who the hell they're trying to protect, but they're trying to protect somebody. And it's not really me. Stupid plant. I did not check out the test build. I wasn't able to find it, but I mean, I gotta look, I guess. I don't know where it was at. I mean, I spent a little bit of time today on the Discord server, but I wasn't able to do much. You know, there was a lot of help and people giving me the heads up on you know, how to get the 1080p mode going, but I didn't see anything on the Super Nintendo stuff. Right now, yeah, I mean, we can bring up some information on MiSTer in a moment on what's actually supported, but there's a lot of stuff in the works. Hopefully, a lot of stuff that'll excite people, which I think there is. I have a foul mouth. My pick represents my personality. I got you, man. Like I said, I just wanted to give you the heads up that a lot of times YouTube doesn't like the things you say. Yeah, no 32 or 64-bit, but that's fine. Oh shit! I just jumped in a damn hole like an idiot. Will your MiSTer blow up? I don't think it'll blow up. I have no idea. I haven't tried to load anything without the SD RAM board. There's an SNES RBF hanging around on Discord. I'll have to look. I kind of searched earlier, but I didn't see it. I'll have to find it. If somebody could like send it to me, I mean, that would probably be easier because I'm an idiot when it comes to certain things. When it comes to looking for certain things. But I'll find it later. What's up, Tom Wood? Todd's Nerd Cave, you just uploaded a SNES video. Sweet. I will be checking that out later. I screwed up. I was trying to go up there. Ah, I did the same damn thing. Whatever, I'm done with this damn game. What else is good? What else is good? We'll probably just reset that and switch on over to looking at something else real quick. Let me get my let me get this switched over. Vitor was in the Smoke Monster Discord. I think he's working on FX once he gets his DE10 Nano. That's gonna be sweet. But let's take a look here. Sprite work for this game is pretty good. Yeah, I love Castle Evolution. We'll probably switch to a different game in a moment here, but just wanted to look what's officially on the MiSTer wiki. I mean, let me double check here. But their advice is that it's a very early, too early, unstable build. Yeah, I got you, Virgil. Just chill for a moment, bro. But I will be checking out that core a little later. But I zoomed it in a little bit for you, Virgil. Now I'm probably blocking it. Let me see. It's all right. So what cores do we have right now? We have a lot, right? Dude, I don't have this browser source over here. Let me copy this. Put this over here. That's probably not even going to be visible, but whatever. We'll take it off. We'll take it off. But these are the cores that are currently available. I haven't messed with all of them. But we have Acorn, Altair, Amiga. I know Smoke Monster was talking about Altair the other day, and he did an article on it. Amstrad CPC, AO486, Apogee. Apogee. I don't know what the hell that is, man. I don't know how to say it. Apple II Plus, Apple Macintosh Plus, Aquarius, Atari 800 XL, Atari 5200, 2600, BBC Micro, BK0011M, whatever the frick that is. ColecoVision, Commodore 64, Commodore 16. I'm going to just read these off, and I want to kind of hear what you guys have interest in, and I'll be testing that out in a future video. Commodore PET, Commodore VIC-20, Game Boy, Jupiter Ace, MSX. I need to jump on MSX. Multicomp, NES, Sam Coop, Sega Genesis. I got to get Sega Genesis on here and start messing with that as well. But I was like more interested in like TurboGrafx, Sega Master System, and NES. I just barely got this set up, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me on testing everything out. Sinclair, Sharp, Master System, TI-99, TS Comp, I don't know what that is, TurboGrafx 16, PC Engine, tons of awesome games on there, and I think that's what a lot of people are excited about. Vectrix, Vector, 06C, X68000, ZX Spectrum, ZX81. And then here are all the arcade cores. I know there's some other experimental ones out there. I've only tested a handful. I kind of screwed up my Galaga because I was having issues with it, and then I tried a different ROM, and now it like loads up, but the graphics aren't there, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong with that one. I got to redo it because Galaga is one of my favorites. But there's a lot of good ones on here. You know, I'm definitely going to mess with like Pac-Man Plus because I think that's an awesome game. Galaga, Frogger, what else? Exevious, Time Pilot, a bunch of cool games that we're definitely going to be looking at in the near future here. Hopefully this screen doesn't start jacking up my stream again. But let's get into something. Hopefully, right? Give me a second. This might jump out for a minute. F1 on your I don't even have a keyboard attached right now. But I'll have to figure that out. I don't have a keyboard on here. Yeah, that background jacks it up, huh? F1 on your keyboard changes the OSD background. I'm gonna have to do that. Something's twisted here. Hold on a second. Okay, we're good. There we go. I'm more interested. Let me read these comments. You're just being pixelated is all. Yeah, it doesn't. The stream doesn't like that screen, man. I can't mess with that screen, so I'm gonna have to do what Todd's saying there. But like I said, I don't even know where my keyboard is. I don't have a keyboard attached right now. Where the frick is that stupid little keyboard at? Okay, now I lost the dongle for it. Oh, there it is. The frick is this? Oh, man. The snow background tanked your capture, so that's a good thing to know. Let me plug in a keyboard. Like I said, I wasn't using a keyboard on this thing. I kind of want to go back there. What did you say? You say you press F1. Let me get back there, though. Let's see. Oh, wait. I'm pressing the wrong shit. Oh, so... Damn. So I can just go straight black. I can go like a little... Yeah, as soon as that comes up, that jacks up the stream, man. That is so funny. Yeah, we're not going to do that liney one. we're gonna stick with black. That's funny, man. As soon as I get those lines on the screen, the static, the snow, the whole stream like comes to a stop. That is freaking stupid. I'm gonna leave it at black. Appreciate that, Todd. I would have never known that. A big dongle myself. It saves that option. No need to do it, redo it, reboot. That is good. Thank God. Next time I stream, I'm not going to start the stream with a static freaking snowy background. That was stupid. That was really stupid, man. I don't like it's a receiver. I get you. I get you, Juan. But hey, let's kill some Miss Pac-Man here. You should definitely check out the Coef's builds I'm porting over for better image quality. I just ported over... Oh, I'm like losing already. I just ported over Galaga with the ramen chick. Man, I'm gonna have to peep that out, man. If you could like, you know, direct message me somehow on Twitter, on Facebook. I don't care, man. If you could hook a brother up, it is appreciated. You can always email me at madlittlepixel@gmail.com. I gotta search some of this stuff out, man. The you know, I don't like plugging my Patreon too often, but I do a giveaway every month on Patreon, and this month I'm not even paying attention to this stupid game. This month I'm actually going to give away 2 DE10 Nanos. No daughter boards or anything, but I'm going to be giving away 2 DE10s for the month of November. I haven't announced that yet. I typically only announce it on Patreon. Just something to give back to those guys if I can. But I'm going to be doing 2 of them. Like I said, no daughter boards though, unfortunately. But you don't even need the daughter boards to get started with a bunch of stuff. So, hey, you know, hopefully whoever wins those, you know, can use them. But yeah, I got to announce that. I'm going to announce that probably tomorrow to those guys. Like I said, I'm not trying to, you know, have a cheap plug here, but because you know, on all my videos, I never like bring that stuff up. God, man, I almost like died like 500 times. I'll shoot you a link to the GitHub. Appreciate that, Mr. Fpga. And you know, so many people, I know Pabst was hitting me up about this. The input lag. I mean, that's the big thing with this is, I mean, there's always going to be input lag on a, you know, high def monitor, and I'm not one of those tech guys, you know, that really go through all this stuff, you know, deep dive testing. I may at some point, but you know, perceivable lag. I mean, I'm good, man. This feels way better than playing on any other option to me. You know, playing a game like this, like my responses is good. Everything's looking good. Do you think you could do a proper demo of these on an RGB monitor? Unfortunately, I am not equipped for that. I know there are a lot of other guys who are, but I unfortunately am not. You know, eventually at some point I would like to get more into the technical stuff of those kind of things. Oh, you stupid ghost. But yeah, at the moment I'm not set up for that kind of stuff. So this is the @Games Miss Pac-Man. This is what they were, you know, they were supposed to give you frickin' an arcade Pac-Man, but that didn't happen. Hey, I'm going to tweet you a link to someone who has I/O boards for those who want RGB on CRT. So how do you connect controllers like an SNES controller? I mean, you can use USB controllers. What I'm using is the 4Play from Blissbox, and I am using PC Engine controllers. Just, I mean, PC Engine controllers are like NES controllers. So it just works for me, and I really like the controller. And it's mainly what I've been using. I've tested Super Nintendo. I've tested a bunch of controllers using that, but yeah, I love this Blissbox. I did a video on it a while back, but that was just for like, you know, PC emulation and whatnot, which is what it's kind of meant for. It's like built into RetroArch and all that, or RetroArch, whatever you want to call it, man. I'm never good at, you know, enunciation or how you pronounce things. So, you know, give me a break if you want to complain. But it's built into it and it works great. But I was super excited to use this thing on this. The controller thing is coming direct, old school, no lag through. There you go. Boom. Yeah, I mean, if you use a controller like that, man, I'm not paying attention to this freaking game. I always like Super Nintendo controllers to default for everything. just because, you know, they cover pretty much every system you want to use. But since I haven't messed with anything that requires more than a couple buttons on MiSTer yet, I haven't really stuck with that. But I have used Super Nintendo, and it worked fine using the Bliss box. But anything will work fine using the Bliss box on MiSTer. It's just a matter of doing your controller inputs real quick, which doesn't take long. Really get set up on MiSTer, it took a few minutes, man. Sure, there's a few little quirks on things that I didn't understand and I had to figure out, but I was still up and gaming in just a couple minutes. It was just more little caveat type things that had to do with me recording and stuff like that. Really had nothing to do with your typical usage. You son of a bitches. Oh my God. Oh, man. Prefer the Sega. I love the 6-button Sega Genesis controller and the 6-button Saturn controller. Do I have a 6-button Saturn USB controller? Yes, I think I do. Normally I'm a lot better at this game, but I've been like staring at the chat half the time, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and yeah, this is what I love too. Easily change the orientation. We don't want that though. We definitely don't want that. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for Genesis. That game is definitely awesome. Thrash Squatch, what up? DJT in the house. That's what I'm talking about, man. Load NES. Was I going to play NES? No, I wanted to switch to TurboGrafx. My bad, guys. I'm using 6-button Genesis controller with 8-bit those DIY board. I still need to get one of those, man. Like, I know what I want to play. New Adventure Island. Let's do this. Oh, I gotta get my volume up a little bit for myself. Look at all these little cave boys and girls looking at him. Master Higgins. I don't know what he's called in this, man. So for a minimum setup, what do you need to get running? All you need is it's just a DE10 Nano and a what you call it, USB hub is really all you would really need to get started. Let me get you some links real quick. I'm gonna put this in the description just so you guys have it if you're interested. Big news, the PS4 Spider-Man package is now available. I was reading about that earlier, that it was going to be going on sale starting Sunday, starting the 18th. So that's a good thing. Joaquin, appreciate that, man. Let's get into this. All right, let me try to make some progress here. Oh my God, what's the I/O board? The I/O board gives you some buttons on top, VGA out. Just, it's not 100% required. But the SD RAM definitely is is useful for, you know, to be able to play all the cores. You gotta keep eating the fruit in this game. Your life total disappears. The boomerang's good because it knocks back rocks, but I don't like the boomerang. The original hue card for this game is pretty damn pricey, man. I was trying to get one for a while. Fucking balls. Oh, excuse my languages. Matthew Hopkins, what up, man? Juan Torres, I really want to buy the Retrocade system. Well, why not? Right now, DJT, you could buy it on PlayStation Store or Best Buy. That's pretty cool if people are looking for that system. I thought that was an amazing deal. Frick, I didn't want this Gully Squad. What up? I did not want these stupid arrows, man. I always try to avoid them, but whatever. I think do they destroy the boulders that are coming up? I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, that's, here, I need that instead. Eventually, I mean, it's going to be a little while, but I mean, I am going to be planning on doing something, you know, making an arcade cabinet with the DE10 Nano. Oh crap, yeah, you gotta hit them like twice. But that's ultimately what my, frick, dude, that's ultimately what my goal is, to make an arcade machine. Can you imagine how cool this would be in real life? Random kid tossing arrows and eating fruits. Yeah, just floating random fruits, man. The arrows suck, man. And like I said, this is in 720p. If I were to put this in 1080, it looks even more amazing. And I know all the other options out there. I'm actually working on a couple projects. I don't know if I'm going to do content on one of them, but I have like a 40-inch monitor. Son of a bitch. I was going to mount it on the wall and get a pedestal for my Neo Geo. You freaking... I kind of wanted to have like a... like a little side setup just for my Neo Geo. Chit Chat Gaming, what up, man? What's this? I don't want that. Oh, boom. Dude, we're almost dead because you just gotta keep eating. One hit kills and you gotta keep eating in this stinking game. Boom! I'm using a PC Engine controller, a legit controller, and I'm using the Bliss box attached to the MiSTer setup. What arcade stick works on the Retrobit? There are tons of them. I did videos on that, on setting up arcade sticks, or even making your own arcade stick for the Super Retrocade. Damn it, I didn't want that. Wait, what did you say? This? Oh, I almost killed my vape thing. I shouldn't have that at the edge of the table, man. Are you going to need it when Neo Geo MiSTer comes out? Need what? What were you specifically saying, bro? Let me put that over there so I'm not dropping that. Don't want to drop that on the floor, damn it. That's what I don't like the damn axis, because you can't kill the stupid boulders, man. Where can I get Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man? Terrence DJT, are you in my Facebook group? Those are the kind of the stuff that my group will take care of you on. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You're gonna cancel your analog SG system. I don't think they take cancellations if you already ordered it. If you already paid for it, I don't think they accept cancellations. I think it's like all sales are final type of thing. I mean, maybe they will, but I don't know. Jeff Good Gamer, what up? I mean, like I said, I'm not 100%. I don't think they allow cancellations. I think I read something. Unless I'm thinking of limited run games. Because I know limited run games, like everything you order from them, they're like, nope, no cancellations. So I don't know if Analog's the same way. But, I mean, I'm still keeping my pre-order. Stupid wolf thing. Hooking up a Neo Geo. Oh, I have a Neo Geo and a 2-player arcade stick that I made for it with the DB15 connectors. And I'm just talking about like doing like a dedicated setup like in my house for it. Just almost like having an MVS unit, but just using Analog takes cancellations and refunds. They do. Yeah, I wasn't sure on that. All I gotta say is Castlemania is going to get a mint for me come December when all that pre-order stuff hits. Yeah, they've got a lot of craziness. I'm keeping, even if you can cancel the Mega SG stuff, I am still keeping my pre-order on that. Dude, stupid. What is that thing? I am still keeping my pre-order on that. I'm super excited to get that thing. Don't cancel the PS1 Classic. Oh, Juan, you're freaking hilarious. I'm not canceling mine. I mean, I'm a little annoyed, but I'm still keeping it. I really don't even have much. Oh, I died because I wasn't eating. Appreciate it, the Renaissance. The Renaissance. All the haters killed the clear SNES. I was one of the biggest haters on that thing, to be honest with you. I did not like it, man, but now it's like rare. I got the Mega SG, I got the Japanese color to go with my Japanese Super NT. Matt Weaver, I am still looking for a GoPro, but I don't know what I wanted to go with. I need something that I can covertly like record some decent quality video. You know, audio is I don't know the audio on those things, but I'm trying to wait for a good deal because I have some content that I've been planning on doing, and using a GoPro would definitely be the way for me, but I haven't made the jump. Baldy the T-her. Am I saying your name right? What up, man? Okay, this is one of my favorites right here. Galaga 1990, or the Japanese version's 88. Of course we gotta go with dual. That white Mega SG looked beautiful, man, but I had to make a decision. I did not want to buy multiple ones this time. Does the DE10 Nano come loaded with the cores? No, it does not. You have to put in a little bit of work. I'm going to be doing some videos on getting your SD card set up. It's not really, it takes minutes. It really just takes minutes, and you're up and running as long as you have your games ready to go. It does come with like a little, I think an 8 GB micro SD card. I didn't use it. I didn't use the micro SD card that came with it. I mean, I tested on it initially, but then I transferred over to a bigger card. But you could get set up with the micro SD card that comes with it. Like I said, it doesn't take very long. Terrence DJT, yeah, I've looked at your stuff, man. I lost interest in any kind of weird builds for the Pi. I mean, Drew Talks did his crazy ass mineral oil build. I don't know whatever happened with that. I mean, we might have to ask him. I mean, I think he moved like in between, like after that. So, I mean, it's probably disassembled and not being used. I don't know. But there was some interest in that at the time. Now I'm kind of past it. I don't think I'll do anything like that. I was looking at doing a little one, but it's kind of pointless, man. It really is. Just more for looks and just the weirdness out of it. I don't think it serves a practical purpose. Oh my god, almost lost my ship because I was looking at the chat. Boom! That's galactic dancing right there. Oh man, I'm like totally screwed up. I missed one. Oh my god, I missed one again. With the IO board SD-RAM bought through Facebook, do they give you an option how to pay? He sent me, when I ordered mine, he sent me a PayPal invoice. What up, Christopher? But yeah, he sent me an invoice through PayPal, and I just paid through PayPal. And we were good to go. I love this game. It's like, I know it's simple, but it's just so damn amazing. I'm a huge Galaga fan. That's why I was a little disappointed I was having issues with the arcade version of Galaga, the original Galaga. Yeah, that's what I went with, a 128 gigabyte card. I had an extra one I wasn't using for anything. I think I had it for something else, and I just lost the damn ship. Fuck. Oh my god. This is definitely not cool, man. Yellow and black, what up? I gotta have my dual ship going on, man. Do I have an extra life to let go? Do I have an extra ship? Get out of my way. Take it! Take it! 2 F-bombs. Galaga is legit, man. Alright, we gotta be careful here. I'm not gonna risk it. Ah! Son of a... And that just pisses me off, man. You stupid. Yeah, I like shooters. Game over, mofo. Damn. Didn't make it very far. That's alright, though. I have no idea what's on Arcade Punks. I don't... I've never, like, submitted anything to Arcade Punks. They just put stuff up, man. See, you could stretch it. It doesn't look good, though. We could put some CRT filters. Vertical bank. Oh. Sprites per line, boom. So what do you do for a living? Have you ever had an arcade 1-up? No.
Yeah, shooters can become freaking brutal. Kelly Greenidge, what do you do for a living? Well, 80% of my living is YouTube, to be honest with you. I might be a smaller channel, but you know what? I have figured out the key to success. Just kidding. Game Beaters, I'll help you out later, man. Play Roblox. My kids play Roblox, I don't. But yeah, like, I do side stuff as well, Kelly, but 80% of my job, I guess you would say, is YouTube. Been very kind to me as of late. Blazing lasers. What you waiting on, guys? Smash that like button, right? Terrence DJT, I'm a real DJ. What? Christopher, I'm trying to put a lot of Pikachu or Eevee. Pikachu or Eevee. You want to know what's funny? Is oops. I actually debated with myself if I was going to do a Pokemon Let's Go stream instead of MiSTer, but I was like, you know what, MiSTer is just like really interesting right now. But I did buy both Let's Go versions, Pikachu and Eevee. I do have kids, and that's the reason why I bought two of them. I got them the day they came out, but I was debating like which version do I keep, which version do they get, and I wound up giving them Eevee. And I kept Pikachu, just because I'm more nostalgic for Pikachu, I guess. My boys didn't like that. My daughter wanted Eevee, but I just had to make the decision. They can have Eevee, I'll keep Pikachu. MiSTer's way more interesting than Pokemon. That's definitely a subjective thing. I mean, I was going to say debatable, but for me, I mean, this is definitely more interesting, but I am interested in playing Pokemon Let's Go. Haven't even opened my copy yet. Which it just adds to the list of all the stuff that I have that I haven't opened or played yet. But I'm definitely going to have to open that up. Have you ever had a Nintendo Switch? Who do you talk to? I've got two Nintendo Switches in my house. One for me, which is right here, right next to me, and then one in my living room that my kids use. I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. Smash that like button. You son of a... Well, those things like... You gotta... Oh, you can destroy their lasers. That's good. What are my side jobs? I don't do it much anymore because I've been trying to dedicate more time to this, but I'll do some contract stuff. But what I've done in the past is like, I still do occasionally, just not as much now that I've been trying to spend more time on here. But I will do like audits for stores like Best Buy and stuff like that. Doesn't pay great, but it helps. But I'll do stuff like that, like in-store audits and like almost like mystery shop things with some things. But really, it doesn't pay enough, so I don't really do it as much anymore. But that's really it. I don't really have a job. Let me catch up. Let me catch up on what's going on here. Story, I did security for the US Open and had John McEnroe curse me out for stopping him to search his bag. It was funny. I did not get mad and said to him, "Okay, sir, you could go." That's pretty funny, dude. I've done security in the past. I mean, it's been like a good 20 years since I've done security, or close to 20 years. Let's see. Kelly, I'm really into playing my games on real hardware, but this MiSTer craze is really itching me, especially for that price. But being in the Army and a single parent, I don't have a lot of time to play. yeah, I can, I can relate to part of that, but not 100%. I mean, I'm not a single parent, not in the army, but I understand what you're saying. Time is a very difficult thing, and that's part of an issue for me. Let's see what else. The Renaissance is scratching his chinny chin chin on the FPGA thing. Sarah Thomas, what up? How much is a MiSTer? You need the DE10 Nano FPGA board. That's the basic thing you need. It's $130 for regular consumers. If you're an educator or a student, you can get them direct through Thoracic or Taracic. I don't know how to say their name, but you can get them direct through them for $99. So that's definitely something if you're a student or an educator, or you know somebody who's a student or an educator, and you want to get a little bit of a discount, you could take advantage of that, man. Oh, you son of a... I think I actually have this game. But then, like, if you want to take it a step further and get the SD-RAM board to open it up to, be able to play everything that's available, that's going to be a little bit of money. You can make them yourself or you can buy them. It's just prices are going to vary. I bought the I/O board that had the SD-RAM included in it. I'm not even 100% what I spent on it. It was kind of pricey, but I mean, it was still less than what the DE10 Nano board was. I don't remember what I paid, but it was under $100. I know that for sure. How does this stack up to the Shield TV? I have no idea, man. I don't have a Shield TV. Son of, give me that. Give me that too. Ooh. GameCube on the Shield TV, I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't like emulating those systems. I mean, I have nothing against it, but if I'm going to play GameCube, I'm going to play it on my GameCube. That's just the way I am. I've never been into emulating systems that current, I guess you would say, or disk-based systems, essentially. Like, I mean, I may, like, emulate PS1, which I have very... crazily so, especially with those RetroPie images that I was doing, 256 gigabyte one, all that stuff, and the previous ones. I mean, I was playing that quite a bit, but other systems I don't emulate. I don't emulate any other disk-based systems. What controller are you using? I know I've said this probably like 5 or 6 times, but I'm using the PC Engine controller using the 4Play from Blissbox. Allows you to use the original controllers on anything that takes USB. Let's go into one of my favorites. Doesn't the Odroid XU4 do GameCube? I don't think so. I don't normally play like this with my hands up by my face, but like I have my elbows resting on this table that's in front of me, and it's fine for now. Heading to bed, Renaissance. Nice to catch. Congrats, man. Appreciate it, dude. I hear you. I play my GameCube all the time, just hating on having to buy an HDMI adapter. Man, that MK2 from Eon, it's looking pretty dope. If you get a late night craving, what's your go-to meal? Honestly, late night meals. See, I can't eat late night, so oh man, like if I eat late night, I can't sleep, dude. Like I just can't. But if I were to, and I have in the past and just like wasn't able to sleep, like Jack in the Box, they have those damn those munchie meals. Oh my god. Where they're like made for potheads, man. Like honestly. And they come with like 2 tacos, a burger, and like curly fries and regular fries and a drink for like $6. And they have one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a chicken sandwich with a hash brown on it with like some kind of sauce and cheese on like a croissant and bacon. That thing is dope. That thing is legit. That's like the best one out of all of them. That thing, it's $6 too. Like you can order it any time of the day you want, but after like 9 p.m., it's $6. If you order that meal like during the day, I think it's like $9. But if you wait until those munchie meal hours, yeah, there's a lot of people who don't like that price for the MK2, but man, with what you're getting there, I think it's going to be a huge hit. I think it's going to be huge, man. Like, I'm a big dude with those munchie meals. It's a lot of food, man. I usually don't eat the tacos. Taco Bell, man, Taco Bell's like, oh my god. I've worked for the company that does the deliveries for Taco Bell, and everything is like bagged. Nothing is fresh. Everything's full of sodium, which, I mean, is a bad thing, and all fast food is full of sodium, but Taco Bell just, man, like, I could crave it and get my grub on, especially those Crunchwrap Supremes and those freaking, those burritos that have the flaming hot Fritos in them. Those things are freaking legit, but, like, I feel like crap anytime I eat there. Like, it's just bad. Like, I can eat at Carl's Jr., Del Taco, I could eat at any fast food place and feel fine, but Taco Bell, I feel like shit after eating at that place, man. Like, it's just bad, dude. Like, I try to, like, remind myself I'm gonna feel like shit and probably have to do that as well right after eating Taco Bell. I try to remind myself so I don't go, but occasionally, man, I get that craving for Taco Bell. Their stuff is definitely crazy. I don't really care for their tacos, though. Their Dorito Loco tacos, they're all right, but I don't know. Like, there's just, like, fast food tacos. I don't know. I don't like them for some reason. DJT, I think that's a good deal, man. Like, just grab one. If you got the money to spend, grab one, man. You don't need the PS4 Pro. If you want that Spider-Man, why not? We're gonna have to end the stream soon though, because I do have to get going, but we got a few more minutes to mess around with this. I'm a Taco Bell defender. Attack of the Pixels, cheap tacos, and not a lot of fast food taco places out here in the East Coast. See, I can understand that. I'm in California, man. I could cross the street and buy a taco. I can step out my front door and buy a damn taco. Like, there's tacos everywhere, man. And there's some damn good taco places around here. Like, places that sell awesome tacos and burritos, man. Like, all over the place, dude. Can I post a link to ROMs? No. Do not do that. Yeah, you could trip over a taco where I'm at. And I'm not saying that's the way it is everywhere in California, but where I'm at, yes it is. Yeah, I mean, if you post a link, it's not going to show up anyway, but yeah, don't post any links to ROMs in the chat. There's a lot of things going on out there. Like, if you post stuff like that, you can get like copyright strikes and crap. If the right person wants to file a claim. Like, if Nintendo, if you posted a link to a Nintendo ROM on a video, Nintendo could copyright strike your video. And if somebody's posting a link like that in the chat, which, like I said, links don't show up unless you're a moderator, like, it could still go against the channel. It could, I mean... Joaquin Contreras, what up, bro? Shout out my dude, we're a rare breed. What's going on? We got a lot of pizza places on the East Coast. You would trade a few of them for taco places, huh? I don't think we have that many good pizza places. Like, out here, we just have the, you know, the franchise brands. Do you have a Neo Geo AES system? Yes, I do. Son of a bitch. DJ, you're out of here. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you stopping. I'm getting my ass whooped here. That's all right. Why no sound? We have the sound like very low. Because it like it'll overbear me at times, but I do have sound on. A protein shake? That doesn't even sound right, man. Young Rude Review Tech USA, how's it going? Appreciate it, Sid Pablo. Congrats, thank you. Appreciate that. Let me get this back up. Yeah, I'm going to be heading out in a couple minutes here. Before you head out, thank you for all the great content lately. Appreciate that, Dr. Best. Don't you get hungry playing? What? Before the ROM apocalypse. I don't think there's going to be an apocalypse of ROMs. You know, you're now one of my favorite YouTubers, Pixel. When I see other bigger YouTubers piggyback on topics you covered first, I frequently chime in and get people to know Madlittlepixel has covered this. I appreciate that, man. I've noticed that too with some things, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I don't sit there and throw a fit when somebody covers something after I covered it, especially, you know, when I've covered something before anybody else, because sometimes just always coincidence or there's definitely people who do piggyback and look at smaller YouTubers to find content because, you know, some of us are trying, you know, hard to find stuff to talk about. I only talk about stuff that interests me. You know, I don't just go on a news website and, oh, like, let me talk about every single thing and post a video on every... I can't do that, man. Like, a lot of times my content is from people giving me the heads up on things, and it's, like, something I'm, like, really interested in, or just something I've seen and want to comment on. You know... So I'll cover like news topics occasionally when it's stuff that interests me. You know, we also do a lot of, you know, projects and stuff. I got a lot of projects coming up for things that I've been talking about. So yeah, it can't always be first, but you know, sometimes it definitely helps with the algorithm on YouTube to be fairly quick to things. But you'll lose sleep, man, if you're a YouTuber. And you're trying to be first at everything, you'll lose freaking sleep trying to just be on top of everything. You just can't do it, man. Harvey, your rage videos are the most entertaining. I appreciate that. I think they are pretty entertaining. You know, I don't put on a show with the way I talk or anything like that. Sure, you may see, you know, different moods occasionally. And that's really going to depend upon... It's really going to depend upon if I've had sleep, if I'm caffeinated, and stuff like that. Like you'll see, you know, I don't fake anything. Like the way I talk in videos, how I really freaking talk, and it may be annoying to some. Like I know my wife gets pissed off at me because the way I talk at times, and it's just like I can't turn it off, man. It's just the way I am. Try not to be like obnoxious, but I know sometimes I can be. But that's just the way it is, man. Anybody can be obnoxious, but yeah, like if you watched my video earlier, I kind of laughed at it, the Neo Geo Christmas thing. Like, I think I might have been a little obnoxious in that video, but it was just because I was so hyped up and just annoyed with the shit that I was seeing. And also I had like 2 cans of Red Bull. And I mean, that's still kind of wearing on me right now. But yeah, when I get kind of ragey with things, man. Like if I'm caffeinated anyway. Ass games. Yeah, the at game stuff, man. Like, I don't want to buy any of their stuff. But there's just so much stuff to talk about and to make fun of them over. But it's like, I don't want to go buy the new Sega Genesis they snuck out there. I don't want to do that kind of stuff, man. Sid Pablo, how many hours do you spend making videos? It just all depends, man. If it's a project video where I'm doing editing and stuff like that, that could take a while. You know, shit. If it's a video where I'm just talking about something on camera real quick with some minor editing, that doesn't take long at all, obviously. It's the project stuff that can take time. You know, I do spend a few hours a day, but sometimes it's not just the recording, it's the planning, the really trying to get ready for it, deciding what I want to talk about, looking into things. You know, the research stuff, that all kind of ties into it. The actual recording doesn't take long. Editing can be a bitch if it's something that really requires a lot of editing. But for me, with the varied content I do, it's just kind of a mixed bag. Some days I could spend all day. Some days I could spend like an hour or two. It just depends on what I have planned. If I'm busy with other things, you know, a lot of content I have to like plan out a day to actually work on it. Like I have the Super Nintendo Classic Edition Emio controller that I'm gonna modify and do. In that video I should have already had it done, but it's a time-consuming project that's gonna require a lot of recording. So I have to have a day planned out to do it. So it just really depends on what content I have planned. What else? Yeah, you know you're doing the right thing when Ask Games has Twitter blocked you. I think I was like the first one they blocked because they were pissed at me, man. Then everybody jumped on that. That was pretty funny. MLP, don't fake the funk. That's right, man. Appreciate it. Christopher, yeah, I'm going to get going in a minute here, so let me read some of these comments. How do you determine whether to have your face on video or not? I think it's more interesting when your face is on video. So that's like a weird one. With my setup now, I think you may see my faces on camera more often. Previously, the way my setup was, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is just a huge blessing that has helped me greatly, is I have a dual monitor setup. I have my microphone above me with a nice freaking mic stand and whatnot and a shock mount. Those two things, having a nice stand with my microphone above me, having a dual monitor setup, has increased my productivity like 5 times. There's been days where I'm just recording stuff like crazy and putting it out there. And this is part of the reason why my face is on camera more often, because my setup is different now. I'm still tweaking things. I actually bought a bunch of stuff. It's on the other side of the room right now that I got to get put together to get my setup a little more streamlined for me. But that's the big thing. That's why my face is on camera more often now, because it's easier for me to do. Just having this set up the way it is. Previously, I would have to set up separately, and it would take some time to get everything going to record and have my face on camera. You know, I still plan to do things different ways, but now it's just, it works, man. I got these 2 monitors set up. I got this mic set up differently, and everything's just a lot easier for me. So that's why I've been able to do some different content than what I've normally been doing, and been able to put my face on camera more often, just because it's easier for me to record. It's kind of weird to explain, but with the 2 monitors, I can have my recording software up on one side. I can have whatever it is I'm looking at and recording and talking about on the other monitor. Whereas before, I would have one monitor and I couldn't really have it set up that way. I would have to edit the video. You know, I would have to edit things out to get it set up The way I have it now, I have to do less editing. If it's just a video that I'm talking on camera, project stuff is still a whole different thing. You know, and I know this stream wasn't really about YouTube stuff, but you know, it was asked. So, but yeah, that's the way we do it now. Different setup has helped my production quite a bit as far as getting videos out there and doing certain things different way. Having my face on camera more often just has made it easier to do it. Sid Pablo, I don't know if you already answered this question, but what equipment software do you use? You could probably make a video about it in the future. I typically have some of the equipment I use listed. I got to update that. It's usually in my description, but I'll throw that out there. The Game Beater's new chair yet? No, I don't have one, but I should have one coming pretty soon from what I understand. There should be one on the way. Have to check how it's, you know, where it's coming from, UPS, USPS, or whatever. But yeah, we got one coming, man. So super excited. It's like Christmas for me. Just curious, will YouTube flag your videos if you're vaping? No, they will not unless, you know, I don't, you know, if it's something else, then they could. Like if you're doing streams or videos promoting certain things, they could, but just vaping here and there, it doesn't matter. Tom Geller, how are you doing? Loving your videos lately. Keep up the great work, brother. Love your honesty and your reviews big time. Really do appreciate that, bro. There's a lot of you guys, man. Like we're at 25,000 some odd subs. And there's a lot of you guys who've been around for a long time. I recognize a lot of your guys' names. I communicate with a lot of you guys. I see you out there in the comments, and I try to keep participating as much as I can as far as, you know, being open to you guys, interacting with the community. That's a big thing for me, and I've said that since I was like under 1,000 subs. Like I always want to stay interacting with you guys. So, you know, you guys keep having your faces and your names around, and I'll keep remembering you guys and interacting with you guys. There's always new people coming aboard, and it's pretty awesome, man. What is the best selling dedicated console? What was that? The like the PlayStation or something? I don't remember, man. I know I talked about that a while ago, but we do have to get going here. I really do appreciate all you guys. We're going to be doing some other streams. It was a little rocky start in the beginning for, you know, whatever weird reason, but I got that figured out. So we'll definitely jump on that. Was that the best selling? Was it the Wii? No, the Wii is not the best-selling console of all time. It's the PlayStation 2. Let me, here, we're going to do something here. We're going to change some stuff up. Hold on. Before we go. Best-selling consoles of all time. This is just stuff that interests me, so we had to talk about it. But PlayStation 2, greater than 155 million units sold. Best-selling gaming system, Nintendo DS, 154 million sold. Game Boy Color, they're lumped together, 118 million. PlayStation 1, 102 million. And then coming in fifth place is the Wii at 101 million, which is still freaking amazeballs, to be honest with you. Like, really. I mean, look at those numbers, man. That's like nuts. Juan Torres, I give you a big warm hug, bro. Everyone bought it as a DVD player. Look at all that backwards compatibility at the top. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty interesting list. I think I commented on some of this stuff or referenced some of this stuff in a previous video. Might have been a video nobody watched. I don't know, but yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. I mean, I'm amazed to see PlayStation 2 at the top. That is awesome. And then the DS coming in at second. The DS was huge, man. I still have a DS with an Edge card. I have a DS. I can't find my R4. I know I had an R4, but I have no clue what the hell ever happened to it. But yeah, there we go. Been watching Mike Mackey. Been watching all your videos lately. Awesome stuff. PS2 all the way. That's what I'm talking about. Wii U, a total of... Is the Wii U on here? The Wii U sold 13.5. Where's the Nintendo Switch? Is it on here? Nintendo Switch. Damn, 22.8 million. The last time I talked about the Nintendo Switch, it was at about 15. Nintendo Switch just about outsold more than the original Xbox. That's crazy, man. It outsold the GameCube and the Wii U. And the Sega Game Gear. No! TurboGrafx, 10 million. Sega Saturn, 9 million. Dreamcast, 9 million. Well, they have the Super Nintendo Classic Edition on here. That's freaking funny, dude. Where's the NES Classic? It's down here. Damn, look at that. The Super Nintendo Classic Edition outsold the NES Classic Edition. Where's the Neo Geo Mini at on here? That didn't make the list? But yeah, I didn't know they had these classic editions on here. Million selling home consoles. Appreciate it, Sarah. You have a good one. Yeah, I know I said I was about to leave like 10 minutes ago. But that's funny. Color TV game. What the hell's color? Oh, the Nintendo. 3 million units. It had those, what was it, like wannabe Pong type games on there? You gonna do a review on the new Saturn controller? Yes, we will. Didn't some company buy a buttload of PS2s to make servers? Wasn't it like some country, some terrorist country or something bought it? I don't know, man. Like I remember hearing something about that. Or maybe it was PS3. I don't know. But I heard some foreign country bought a bunch of them. I don't know if they bought like millions of them. But there we go, guys. That's the list. We streamed a bunch of MiSTer content. Just checking out games and whatnot. I'm going to be doing some quick little tutorials in the future. Yeah, there's no Neo Geo anything on here. But I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Spending this, how much time? An hour and 20 minutes?